Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Jamie, aka Rick here, bringing you part 25 of my GTA4 Let's Play. In this episode, as you can see, I go and see Playboy X, start doing some missions for him. He got a phone call from him, like saying that he weren't too happy about what I was doing with Dwayne and shit, but, that's missions, I get paid for them, it's pretty much all I do, do whatever I get paid to do. So yeah, he asked me to basically take out this I think he's a drug dealer or something that Playboy don't get along with, and he doesn't know exactly what he looks like or anything. So he tells me to go to where they're hanging out. Basically, it's like a basketball court. Take a picture of him. So he gives me a new phone and everything, and he says like send the picture to him, and then he'll like confirm which one it is, basically. Which is, it's quite good. Get a new phone out of it, so it's all good. That's all good. So yeah, he confirmed his target, wants to take the picture. Took me a little while to get the picture. I've cut some of that out because it took me a little while. Had one failed attempt as well because it was like kept saying take a clearer picture, all that stuff. I eventually found the place where to take it from, and so I sent it off to him, and he told me which one it was, and I take him out, and then the people with him, like his little gang, they start shooting at me, so I have to take them out as well, and then get chased by the police, because obviously, shoot out in the middle of a basketball court, police are going to be a bit interested in that, so I go there, get away from the cops, and then go and see McCreary again. The policeman, they're getting blackmailed all the time, and this time he doesn't ask me to sort his blackmailing out or anything. He asked me to sort out like a problem with the streets. This drug dealer is obviously untouchable by the police, really. They haven't really got anything on him, so he's asked me to basically go there and kill him. But I get there and it's a huge apartment block, there's a lot of people, so go up to the second floor where he is, and start shooting people, get his attention. He starts running away, so I have to follow him while he's sending loads of people after me to get me, but they all go down one by one, which is all good. So yeah, and then I catch up to him, eventually kill him, I think with a grenade, I'm not sure, because he's hiding behind some like wall or something, so I just throw a grenade behind it, and he comes flying out, and then you get a couple of stars, like wanted stars for that, so I had to escape from the cops as well after that. So, it went well. I eventually escaped, and then obviously I got a phone call, or I phoned McCreary to tell him I'd done it, and he seemed pretty happy, so and that's where the video is going to end. So yeah, as you know, I'm going to Download Festival soon. I recorded this on Wednesday, like it's Wednesday now, and it starts on Friday, so it's a couple of days, but we were going to leave tomorrow, being Thursday, but we had decided to leave tonight, so I've got to get this done pretty quick. I'm on a little time schedule, but yeah, so super excited about that. So my first full festival. I've been for like a day once to Download before, but this is my first full festival with camping and everything, so it'll be great fun. We've just got back from like the shopping, all we had to do for it. We spent 160 quid, I think. There's 6 of us, so that should be good fun. I mean, there's a hell of a lot of shopping, and we already got some before that, like drinks and stuff. We'd already had that, so it's probably about 200 quid's worth of shopping we've got between us all. So it's good. It's quite a few days, so we'll be there 4 days. So we got a breakfast and everything. You got to eat properly, because we'll be, lose a lot of energy during the day. Obviously sing along and stuff, It'll be good. It'll be a good day, good weekend. So looking forward to it a lot. But yeah, all the cars are packed up. Like now, we were gonna, as I said, leave in the morning. Get up about 4 in the morning, I think, and drive then. But mutually decided to leave now, because we're all too excited, pretty much. So if we leave now, we can get a good night's sleep in, everything tonight, and then tomorrow, have a look around the site, see where everything's gonna be, get used to it, and then go back to the campsite and have quite a few beers probably, or get drunk, and then sleep that night, wake up in the morning, ready for some music. Like Friday morning, the music will start, so I think it's like 11, something like that, it starts. So yeah, we'll get good sleep in after drinking the night before. It'll be great fun. So yeah, that's, I've got quite a few videos ready, obviously. I've got today's, which is Wednesdays. It's already out. I've done that last night. I've got this one ready for Friday. Obviously, I said in the last one that I haven't got the live ones this week. It's a bit of a shame that I didn't have time to do them. I'm barely going to get this one done. So, but yeah, so those videos are up. I've got StarCraft 1 for Saturday. It's a little bit of a surprise.
Can you remind me?
I won't say what it is. Look forward to it if you watch it. I find StarCraft really enjoyable to play and watch as well. I watch a hell of a lot of StarCraft games, StarCraft. Fun and really enjoyable to watch. So yeah, that's, I should be back by Monday. So Monday's video might be a little bit late. We'll see, it might be the early hours of Tuesday morning, I'm not sure yet. Hopefully we'll get back in time. So yeah, if not, I'm sorry for that in advance. Yeah, so that's pretty much weekend plan, but after that, I've wanted to play, as you know, I'm a gamer and I've been greatly interested in games for a long time now, and I've always wanted to take it that one step further, really, like go into professional gaming, or at least try, because I've got reasonable skill levels, I would say. I'm not like the tip top, but I think if I start practicing enough and training, with a set team, get used to playing with those guys, I think we'll be alright. I've learned, obviously, as you keep playing, you learn more and more about the game and become better at it. So over the years or whatever that you'll play it, it's going to be Halo, the game I'm going to choose, obviously, to be try and go pro, or just go to tournaments just for a little bit of fun. Play some game battles, not necessarily professional, like sponsored and everything, but that would be nice. But yeah, it's just a bit of fun, it's just a little project that me and Genesis at the moment, we've been playing it for a long time, since we started playing Halo, really. We always wanted to be a team and go to tournaments and stuff, but we never really had the chance. And he's finished college, and so we got the time. I've obviously finished college last year, and I'm in full-time work before I go to university. But even at university, we'll have the time, should have, outside of working and stuff, to practice together. We've already started now, seizing these exams at the moment, but when we get the chance, we practice, or we can, and it's going well. Obviously, as I said, we're not the best players, but we do play well as a team. We've got good communications, and we know how each other play. So when you play with someone for as many years as we have, really, so it's got me into the Xbox and everything. So after a few years of playing together, you kind of know how each other plays, and where each other will be, what routes you take through the maps, all that sort of stuff. It's just knowledge of each other. How you play is pretty much the key, I would say, to playing well as a team. Knowing how each other plays, and say your strengths and weaknesses as well. You got to play to them. So if obviously you're weak at something, say whatever it is with a sniper or something, obviously you wouldn't use the sniper. You give it to someone who is a bit stronger with it. Unless obviously it's going to go into the other team's hands, then obviously you pick it up and just do your best with it. Even if you don't do much with it, it's better than them having it, because you never know what they could do with it. Power weapons in Halo, so they're pretty much like the major part of the Halo game, really. Controlling power weapons, really, power ups and map control as well. So if you got those power weapons, map control kind of comes easier, so you can use those to your advantage, obviously. But yeah, so obviously once he's finished his exams proper, we're going to start practicing a lot more, because obviously he'll have the time, and he won't have to concentrate on college and that as much, because he'll just be starting stuff for the next year, and you get taught that next year anyway, so it's all good. But yeah, so we'll be going game battles and stuff. We'll probably post some of those matches. I haven't got a recorder for my Xbox yet, but if we start getting good games and stuff, and people want to see Halo games, then I'll buy one. I'll buy a HD PVR or something, a Blackmagic maybe, to go on my computer, and record those games for you, and post them up on my channel. Make some montages of good clips that we get throughout our game battles matches or whatever. And also, if I can record games, it will be good proof for game battles, because some teams just contest game battles matches for no reason, which I always find a bit ignorant. So you know, say you hammer them and they're a bit, oh, what, we can't believe we lost and all that, they'll just put on game battles that they didn't lose or something like that. It happens not like hugely often, but sometimes it does happen. It's a bit annoying when it happens to you, because you know, you just feel good about, you know, stomping their team. Let's say like 3-0 or something like that maps, and then they just say, oh yeah, we won 3-1 or something, and they completely lie about it. And you know, it's not great. Obviously, you can prove now with the Halo, like you got the Bungie website, which has all the game history in that, so you can't really lie about it, as I said. But yeah, video proof is always good as well, just to say that you obviously beat them. Or they could say you were using like weapon or something that you're not allowed to use. You know, strict rules in some of the tournaments. So obviously video proof would show that you weren't using it or whatever, so you could get them on that as well. But yeah, it's just like insurance really when playing game battles. Some teams, I mean, I'm not saying all teams do it, but there are some out there that get a bit sour when they lose and try and contest things, even though they know that that's not actually the case. Now, hopefully it won't happen, because it is a bit annoying. So yeah, look forward to that. Hopefully in the future. If I don't, you know, if you don't want to see it, then that's fair enough. You know, I won't make the videos, but I'll probably bring a montage at some point. Just the fact that Halo is such a good game, and you can get some proper beastly clips in it. And the other day I got a collateral double headshot with a sniper rifle. So yeah, that looked pretty nice, I have to say. It wasn't the best like in the world, even though it is a collateral. It took me quite a few shots to get it, even though they, you know, had to line up. First time I obviously got a hit marker on one of them, so I hit him in the body. And then the second one, they just happened to both walk out at the same time, which was good. So I just took both their heads clean off. You know, it was good times. So yeah, practice, that's another thing. Like if you want to do this, be professional or at least semi-pro, you know, go to tournaments just for fun and stuff, then you need to put in the practice. Obviously, you need quite a few hours of gameplay, which you know, I won't struggle with at all, obviously, because I play a lot of games. So it's just the fact that I'll be playing a lot of Halo instead of maybe WoW and StarCraft, you know, the games that I play at the moment, and Brink, those type of games. But you know, it won't be bad. It won't be a bad thing that I'll put my practice into another game that I will become quite good at, hopefully, as time goes on. Here right now on the video, failing a little bit. I didn't realise that the arrow actually said up, so he was upstairs waiting for me. He wasn't actually down here where I thought he was, in that like stairwell, so I failed a little bit, and then here I dropped the grenade on the floor and have to run away. But yeah, so yeah, practice was the best thing you can do, obviously, to learn the maps first of all. So that's probably the most important thing. So you know the maps, you know where the weapon spawns are, you know where their spawn, like the player spawns are likely to be, depending on your positions. And obviously callouts as well. It's another huge part of Halo. Or any competitive game really, is callouts. So you can say basically where an enemy is and your teammate will know where that is on the map. Obviously, teams like people I play with, we don't go by the normal callouts normally. I mean, obviously sometimes you have to, because it is the best way of calling it out, but we kind of have unique callouts some of the time for certain places, which you know, we'll know and other people wouldn't, so it wouldn't be a bad thing. Also, I didn't know if I mentioned weapon timings as well. It's another huge thing on Halo. So obviously the power weapons are in certain positions on the map, so you need to know when they are, but you also need to try and keep times on them, which most of them on like 3-minute spawns or something. So if you pick it up at say 15:28, it will appear again at like 12:28, 3 minutes later. Also you can, like, if you pick it up before it drops as well, like before it hits the ground, then you know, it's kind of, I think it changes the spawn time of it because it doesn't register that it's dropped, and it might drop either sooner or later than it's meant to. I think, I'm not exactly sure on the times of that, but it does change it, so that's something you got to watch out for as well. So yeah, you know, we'll be looking for other team members obviously, because there's only 2 of us at the moment, maybe 3. So our old, you know, third, I'm not sure if he's going to be up for it or not. because he's hugely into StarCraft at the moment. He's playing at pretty high level, and I think he wants to go competitive with it. Just not sure he's confident enough yet in his gameplay to do that. I mean, I've watched some of his games and he is brilliant, but he just doesn't feel that he's ready to go to tournaments yet, which is fair enough. I mean, if you're not ready to go to tournament, then obviously you don't really want to go, because you won't play at your best, because you don't think you will. You got to be confident in yourself when you go to a tournament or something that you can win it. Otherwise, you most likely won't win it. See, mentality is kind of the key, really. What else can I say really about tournaments as well? Obviously, if we go to tournaments, if we end up going to tournaments, then I'll bring you some live coverage of that. Some on the scene, with some vlogs maybe of our tournament success and stuff. That'd be pretty cool, I think. If I get someone to come along, it's like a fan, who can video us as we're playing or something. And I see we don't need a coach as per se, but it's quite handy to have a coach to give call outs of weapon timings. That's mainly what they are for in Halo. Someone that watches over all your screens basically and calls out when the power weapons are likely to be up, so you can kind of get in position to control them. So obviously you don't want your enemies having them. I mean, obviously a lot of teams lower level don't have coaches, but as you get higher and higher, you're more likely to need a coach, because obviously if their team's got a coach and he's calling out all the weapon times perfectly, because that's literally what he's concentrating on, then you'll be at a slight disadvantage, because obviously you won't have that person sitting there or standing behind you watching those weapons and all that stuff. So that would be good to have. Obviously getting sponsored as well, that would be insane. Obviously this is all kind of dreaming, I'd say, at the moment, really. So it's not even a bit far-fetched. It's a complete dream, to be honest, that we'll actually get good enough to be going to tournaments, have a good team, even winning tournaments, getting sponsorships and stuff. That's kind of a dream at the moment, but if you have a dream, obviously, then you've got somewhere to go. So if you don't, you'll just be thinking, I don't know what I want to do with this really, and you won't have something to push for, really, something to go for. If you've got somewhere you want to be, you're more likely to push yourself to try and get to that. Let's say you set your bar quite low and you say, I just want to win some game battles matches every now and then. That's not that difficult to achieve. I mean, once you've got a solid team and you know each other well enough, then those wins will obviously come along with that. If you say, I want to go to such and such tournament in this year and place either somewhere here, it's a bit more specific and gives you something to aim for. So obviously, if you know teams that go there, and if you can beat them, obviously then you've got a good chance. Or if you narrowly lose to a really top seeded team, you've got a good chance of placing quite well. So obviously the more you look into it, watch local tournaments and stuff. So there is a tournament in the UK, I think it's I Series or something like that. It's once a year, so it's not too often obviously, but because the pro gaming scene isn't huge in the UK at the moment, I would like it to be, obviously, like it is in America. It's a huge amount of tournaments, local tournaments all the time. In your state or something, there'll be a tournament for something. If you watch Day 9's episode 100, I think it is, of his daily, he talks about his past in pro StarCraft 2, and he's always going to local tournaments and stuff, during school times. And I'd love that to be like that in this country, but sadly it's not at the moment. Hopefully it will be one day, in the future. So, esports is getting bigger and bigger all the time. You see by the latest MLG, obviously, they branched out. They got some Koreans, and Europeans over there. And there's a couple of Europeans playing in Halo teams now, I think, as well as Call of Duty. So, it's getting bigger. It's obviously worldwide. It's going to take a little while to get it, down. But once it spreads, it's gone, obviously, in Europe. It's quite big for tournaments at the moment already, so it's just that one step further, get over to the UK, give us some more tournaments, give you more chance to practice. So that pretty much wraps it up. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.